Welcome to the Zaleski Sports Show, NFL Ups and Downs edition. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski. Joining us this week, Doug Zaleski and Jamie Zaleski. Doug, how you doing?
I am doing very well.
Yeah, all right. Packers and Lions are underway, so we will let you get back to that here in just a moment. Jamie, what's shaking up in Fishers?
I've been a little under the weather this week, but I'm here to bring the action, so I'm ready.
There you go. All right. Well, he's in the lineup. He was doubtful coming into the week, but he's here and he's playing, so we've got respect for that. All right. Well, NFL Ups and Downs, a show where we talk about the ups and downs of the NFL, or season to date or week. Either one is fair game for conversation. And we each go around the horn giving our up and down, and then we take a moment to discuss everybody. So we will get started with this. A couple birthday announcements. My son Trevor turned 18 just this past week, and my nephew Maddox turned 7. So happy birthday to Maddox and to Trevor, both NFL up and down prognosticators likely in their future. All right, with that being said, we'll go to Maddox's dad, Jamie, for your NFL up.
My NFL up this week is going to be from the Tennessee Titans, Kevin Byard. He leads the NFL in interceptions with 6. And the last game he got 3. And then this week against the Ravens, he got 2 more and had an opportunity to get a third one in the end zone. So he's become a ball hawk. He's a top flight safety, and he's probably going to be a Pro Bowler this year.
Yeah, I saw he had to outbattle his teammate for that ball. It fell incomplete, though. Anyway, your NFL down.
Well, I'm going to have this one a shared NFL down between Jameis Winston and Mike Evans. Jameis Winston for his pregame speech where he's eating a W, and then also for pointing his finger at Marshawn Lattimore's helmet, and then Mike Evans for just going in there, not knowing what was going on, and just blasting Marshawn Lattimore. And he got suspended for a game, so... just bad all around.
All right, Doug, we'll go to you. You know a thing or two about Tennessee Titan defensive backs. Thoughts on Jamie's up and down?
Are you trying to tell me that he's the Titans' best defensive back since Mr. Blaine Bishop in the 90s? Okay, so he had 2 picks against Joe Flacco. Woo! And the week before, he said he had 3 picks. Who was that against?
Cleveland Browns.
Oh, boy. He is, he's Pro Bowl material there. Kudos to him for 5 interceptions, but Mr. Byers, you're no Blaine Bishop yet.
All right. And Jamie's NFL down in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I would concur with that. Mr. Mike Evans is part of my NFL downs. I didn't include Jameis Winston in that. Certainly could have. It was quite a clown show.
All right, well, Titans chalked up a win. They did offend the scoreboard and won over 20, so I guess there's a little give and take there. And, the aforementioned Trevor showed me the video of Jameis eating his fingers. I don't understand what's going on. Suspend them all. Jameis not going to play next week anyway due to hurt ribs and a hurt mind. So, all right. Doug, your NFL up.
My NFL up. It could also be construed as an NFL down, but I'm going to use it as an NFL up, and I'm going to draw on the past a little bit for this. And my NFL up is Mr. Neon Deion himself, Deion Sanders, Mr. Primetime. Tony Romo, his former teammate, the lead analyst on the CBS broadcast this year, criticized his former teammate, Deion, for his poor tackling skills during his career. Well, Deion, he shot back Sunday night. He said that he reminded Mr. Tony Romo that he's got a gold jacket and he didn't buy it. He also said that he was taking the high road because he didn't know the address. And he also mentioned Mr. Romo's 2-4 record in the playoffs, and he said of that, "You ain't nothing."
All right, fair enough.
My NFL up, Neon Deion, making news.
Your NFL down.
My NFL down, I have instituted the inaugural weekly Moron Award. I don't know if we'll hand it out every week. I guess I shouldn't call it a weekly award, but my Moron Award, the first of the season, 2 guys take the Moron Award this year. Mr. Mike Evans, Jamie referenced him, came flying in from 30 yards out of nowhere and just cheap shotted a New Orleans Saint player in the back, tackled him to the ground. Mike Evans somehow did not get suspended by the NFL for that, I don't believe, or did he? Was he the guy who got suspended?
He got 1 game.
He got suspended 1 game. The other guy who shares the Moron Award with Mike Evans, another wide receiver, A.J. Green from the Cincinnati Bengals, he dragged John Ramsey down by the neck in a skirmish, which was a total cheap shot. But somehow the NFL bypassed him in the suspension department. I guess because he got ejected from the game in the first half, they figured a second half suspension was long enough. Either way, congratulations to those 2 receivers for receiving my Moron of the Week award.
Their gift is in the mail, I'm sure. Jamie, some good fun happening between Dion and Tony Romo. Not teammates, though. Your thoughts on Doug's up?
Dion also said, Dak says hi and bye.
Dak said hi, Tony.
To me, Neon Dion, yeah, he runs his mouth a little too much for my taste. The NFL down, I agree. A.J. Green, I don't have that big of a problem with because Jalen Ramsey was, messing with him the whole game, and so he just kind of took out his anger. Whereas Mike Evans, just out of the blue, trying to defend his quarterback that instigated it and knocked Lattimore to the ground. I suspect Mike Evans did not get a penalty on that play, and that's why he's probably suspended.
Yeah, I can only guess. Listen, Tony, Dion probably having some fun. I got no issues. Anything happened there? They were both right, as a matter of fact. Dion does have a gold jacket.
Both right. I don't think Dion was having fun though. I think he was perturbed.
Well, Dion also, though, not much of a tackler, and that was Jason Peters referenced in the game that Tony brilliantly called on Sunday. And Peters, you can look. You can look at Jason Peter highlights or lowlights on his tackling efforts, and you'd be pretty amused about that. And Jamie, as a Titan fan, can attest. Jalen Ramsey's been a punk since he's been in the league, which has only been a year and a half, and I'd imagine he'll get punches thrown at him early and often throughout the rest of his career.
Second time he's been thrown out of a game in his short career.
Yeah. His peers in the NFL aren't very high on him, and I would assume somebody's going to take a shot at his knees here soon and put him out of his misery for a while. All right. So speaking of the Cowboys and Cowboys quarterbacks, my NFL up. How about Dakota Rain Prescott? What's interesting to me is there was talk all offseason. Well, the book will be out on Dak this year. The book will be out for sure. Okay, well, so he's writing the book. He's got 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He actually has 20 touchdowns overall. Is second in QBR in the ESPN QBR ratings, and single-handedly dismantled the Chiefs yesterday, setting Dallas now up in playoff position. So if the book was out, the book says he's good. Tom Bahali says the Cowboys are the best in the NFL. My NFL down is on the other side of that game yesterday, Kareem Hunt. So we'll go through some stats here on Mr. Kareem. Got off to a great start his first few weeks. There's no disagreement about that, I think, with anybody. But here's the stats. Week 6, 21 yards on the ground. Week 8, 46 yards. And yesterday, Week 9, Dallas defense held him to 37 yards. Kareem Hunt is my NFL down. Jamie, let's go back to you.
As far as your NFL up, I mean, if you want to crown him, crown him. I don't care. Dak hasn't won anything yet. And Chiefs and Hunt didn't really pay attention to the game yesterday. Can't really speak on it.
All right, Doug. Dakota's got 49 touchdowns in a year and a half, only 8 interceptions. What say you?
Well, I would ask of Mr. Dakota there, what is his record as a starting quarterback this year?
His record as a starting quarterback is 5-3.
Okay, well, that's pretty close to mediocre. 4-4 would be mediocre. He's one game above the mediocre line, so I would agree with Jamie. You want to crown him? crown him. Big whoop.
All right.
Just for reference here, Marcus Mariota is 5-2 this year, so just throw that in.
There you go.
Throw that back there.
And 6 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Doug, Kareem Hunt, you were high on him early. You still up there with him?
He's a young guy. He's a rookie. He's finding his way. He burst upon the scene. I wouldn't give up on Mr. Toledo Rocket just yet.
Yeah, all right. Well, we'll see if his Chiefs hold out that position in first place. I have officially kissed the Denver Broncos goodbye, so that'll be the end on that. So, all right, well, we will go ahead and wrap things up on this week's edition here of NFL Ups and Downs. Jamie, parting shots. You go first.
Titans have won 3 games in a row, the first time since 2011, and we welcome the Cincinnati Bengals on Sunday to win 4 in a row.
It'd be an embarrassment if it didn't happen. Doug and the Doug Zaleski Radio Show, where can people find you on the radio?
Through Friday, 3 o'clock Eastern Time, 2 o'clock Central Time, 102.9 FM, 1340 AM, and on the World Wide Web, WXFN.com. If you want to listen in on your phone, download the app. iTunes or Google Play, it's WXFN, the app.
Wow, we have seen the day where Doug Zaleski is recommending an app on the phone. I think we got to cut the show off there before things go total bizarro world. All right, well, thanks for watching, and we will see everybody next week.